one more. There we go. Yeah, 40 gemstones. This one's a two-parter. Bonk. Oh wow, all the fates spawning. Good. Give me more fates. One more. Okay. Now we do this one up here real quick and then head over to the one giving bonus. This one we get to kill elephants. That should be all. Yep, that's all. Now we head all the way back over to the east to get that bonus fate. $164 out of the 1,000 for today. Depending on bonuses and the rate of fate spawning, I've mentioned this before, but depending on how all that goes, usually takes about three and a half hours to farm up 1,000 gemstones. And plus they're fates, so it's pretty chill. That should be enough. Yep, it is. to the south. And all of this for the sugar glider mount. I will have that mount. It will be mine. Oh, that's where the other ones are. They spawned over there. And these are one of the more annoying fates where the mobs can spawn anywhere across the fate zone. Yeah, that should be good. Yep. To the west. One thing that kind of annoys me about the Fate mounts was how they introduced a new voucher type in order to actually buy the sugar glider. The reason why that annoys me is because with the shared fate system, they are incentivizing you to, you know, just go out and do fates. You get some really cool rewards and are able to farm things a bit more efficiently. It's a cool system. I actually really enjoy it. I wish they would expand it to include the older zones. But the mount vouchers bother me because when they introduce new ones, they make it impossible to work towards the fate mount, the new fate mount, while completing your shared fates. Oh good, another one just spawned. So as a for instance, if I wanted to do shared fates for Dawn Trail and I wanted to use all of those gemstones for the sugar glider, I wouldn't be able to do it because I don't have the ability to buy the voucher that is required for the sugar glider. I have to get rank 4 in all the zones before that voucher becomes available for purchase. What I would really like to see, if they're going to keep going with those vouchers, either allow older vouchers to be like exchanged or count towards the newer mount, or alternatively set it up so that when you complete a zone, you are one of the things that you are able to buy as a result of completing the zone is the mount voucher. Now, all that being said, it is a relatively minor gripe of mine. Because overall, it's not that big of a deal. It's more just feels like they're, forcing extra grind on people that want to go for that sort of thing. Which I can't really fault them for. It's an MMO. You're supposed to grind. You're supposed to have stuff that keeps your players coming back, that keeps your players subscribed, so I'm not going to fault them for doing that. I will, however, complain that it is annoying, because it is. But in my opinion, the far more egregious problem is the simple fact that... Oh, there is one down there. Shit, my map wasn't positioned low enough. I thought there weren't any other fates up. Yeah, my map is usually positioned in such a way that I can see all of it, but this is also another turn-in fate. So, grab 6, turn them in, forget about it. But the far more egregious problem, and the thing that I would really like for them to fix, is introducing the bicolor gemstones to older fate zones, to the older expansions. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can be number 6, and I guess 7. Come on. Ah, I went invulnerable. Oh well. There we go. There we go. Now we just leave it. And one of two things will happen. Either another group will come along and they'll finish it, or it'll fail and we only lose 2 gemstones. We'll get 14 gemstones. And that fate failing is a good thing because the fate difficulty of a zone lowers every time a fate fails. So it is very handy. Yeah, I'd like to see them add bicolor gemstones to the older expansions, because I feel like it would be fun to do the shared fates and to have the monster materials and stuff be available from the merchants there. Ooh, new fate spawned. Let's go. Not to mention songs and stuff, because there's some songs from older zones that I think you can only get them through treasure maps, and having an alternate way of getting them would be nice. Or even add new rewards. And it really, what really annoyed me, one of the reasons why it really annoys me, is because the original reasoning that people gave for not wanting bicolor gemstones in the older zones was Blue Mage. I don't know if that was something that the Square Enix team said at any point, but I know that was one of the arguments that people on the forums and such said, gave as a reason why they wouldn't want them to introduce it, because then you would just have roaming Blue Mage squads instantly nuking every single fate to farm gemstones and making it impossible for anyone else to do fates. Ooh, there's a bonus. Which, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. But that argument kind of vanished the moment Blue Mage got past level 70. Because now they can go into the Shadowbringer zones, which give the bicolor gemstones, and they can roam around and instantly nuke fates. So, if Blue Mages are able to do this now, and they're going to be able to do it in more zones eventually when the Blue Mage update comes in. If Blue Mages are able to do this now, what exactly is the reason, what now is the reason why we can't have blue bicolor gemstones in older expansions? I don't care about your stupid fireball. It tickles. Also, it's like, I don't know, 67 degrees in my apartment. The fireball actually would probably feel pretty nice. There, see? You don't have to worry about the fire. Even you don't have to worry about the fireball. It does nothing to you. And then I can do this. I am a healer now. Aha! And now we wait. Speaking of Blue Mage update, I'm super excited to see what they do with that, because Tural is meant to be the origin of Blue Mage. Which, by the way, makes it really strange that we didn't run into any Blue Mages while we were running around all of Tural. It's kind of bizarre. I was kind of expecting to see something related to Blue Mage while we were doing the stupid rite of succession. Instead, we learned about just about everything we could possibly learn about, except more Blue Mage. Maybe it's rare even here. Possibly. Like, realistically, I was actually expecting there to be something about Blue Mages in Mamuk. Based on the fact that the two of the Blue Mage trainers that you talk with and arrange for the Mass Carnival with are Mamulja. Plus, that would acknowledge it. Poor Blue Mage. At least it is not the most ignored piece of content in this game. The most ignored piece of content in this game is actually the Grand Company. The Grand Companies. Ooh, another bonus. Nice. Yeah, the Grand Companies and the Squadrons and all that. Yeah, that is the most ignored piece of content by from Square Enix. Like, I still do the Squadron missions, but only because I can get bonus currency from doing them. Because I get the different abilities with everyone that... Oh, that's not what I wanted to hit. Oh well. That give me a chance to get bonus gil, crafter's scripts, gatherer's scripts, all that stuff. It's very useful. Not at all hard to set up. And it also gives me the rationing manuals, which is what lets me get my food buff without being in an FC. Which is the main reason why I'm not in an FC. I don't need an FC. I get my buffs from Squadrons. I've got a whole bunch of the food buff ones, and I got a whole bunch of the XP buff ones. Oh, somebody else is here now. Maybe they'll go over and finish the turn-in fate. If so, hey, we get a free extra pair of gemstones. I wonder if they are actually going down there to finish that fate, because they're not here. Or are they and I just don't see them? Oh, wait, there's someone. I don't know if that's the same person. Ah, damn it. I gotta wait. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's another one. And this one has a two-part to it. Has a two-parter. Although it's a kind of a weird two-parter because most two-parters have the second part spawn in the same spot, like this one. But this one instead has the second one spawn down here. Because it's the one where we gotta kill all the cows. Damn it. There we go. Yeah, that should be it. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this one over on the west side. Because the second part to that takes a little bit to actually spawn. And we have to re-interact with the NPC again for it. As opposed to this two-parter, which is just we interact with the NPC once and they spawn back-to-back. But pretty soon it's gonna spawn, that other fate's gonna spawn right here. Yep, there it is. Oh, I guess they're not doing the other one. Only how we got the 14 gemstones. Bonk. Every time I use Upheaval, I'm reminded of the days of Stormblood with the infamous Meme Heaval opener. And if you're not familiar with Meme Heaval, well, I have a tale for you. So, Upheaval now is just straight up single target attack, potency 400. That's it. That's all it is. OGCD. Back in Stormblood, when it was first introduced, that's not what it did. Instead, it dealt damage based on the amount of bonus HP that the warrior had when it was used. This gave rise to the quote-unquote Meme Heaval opener, where rather than using strength potions to increase damage, you would instead use vitality potions to increase your HP so that upheaval would do ridiculous amounts of damage. It was really bad. It was not at all worth it, but it was funny. It was really funny watching the kind of numbers you could get from upheaval when you did that. Wow, we got a lot of fates on the map now. This is good. I think that's enough. Yeah, that's enough. Let's go to this one that's right next to us, and then head across to hit up the northeast one, and then go south from there. We should have enough time to finish this one, and then make it over to the other before it vanishes. And here we see an example of the fate difficulty beginning to increase, because there are more enemies here